my name's Grenville and welcome to Faery Wood. Today we're going to talk about steadfastness, what it is, why we need it, and how we can help you at Healing Owl and Faery Wood. We've all heard the story about the tortoise and the hare. The hare starts off like the clappers, leaving the tortoise far behind to eat his dust. Yet despite feeling that it might be a lost cause to beat the hare, the tortoise kept the end goal in mind and stuck at it and came through to take the win. Steadfastness is about sticking with something or someone through to the finish, no matter what. It's about being steady, consistent, and dependable. Steadfastness is a huge strength of character. When you're steadfast, you make a commitment for however long that it might take. Steadfastness is remaining true, purposeful, and faithful, despite however many bumps in the road that you may encounter. We might have peer pressure from many friends who are doing things against their better judgment, but we may stand firm against joining them because deep down in our hearts, we know better. Without steadfastness, we waver. It becomes far too easy for us to blindly follow the crowd for the sake of an easy ride. It becomes an emotional roller coaster of being gung-ho 1 minute and then not accepting the responsibility for our own choices at the very first hurdle. Our ability to get her done very much depends on our own doubts and how hard it might get. We never know what the end result will be when we lack steadfastness, and we certainly cannot be counted upon. Even when we do have doubts, steadfastness keeps our hearts committed. Steadfastness allows us to shrug off those doubts. Steadfastness comes from deep down and keeps us committed for the long haul, no matter what. The strength of commitment and determination to keep moving forward is an admired attribute that few possess, and others are reassured by the strength. Before we start any endeavour, we need to decide whether or not someone or something is worthy of our commitment. We cannot want it for them. If they're not willing to help themselves, it instantly becomes a fool's errand, because we cannot push a rope. Think about what you're committing yourself to, and then decide. If they're in it to the finish, no matter what, then pace yourself. It's about remaining constant and being steady. Not so slow as you don't get it done in time, or too fast that you peak too early, and then you get tired. Keep a steady plod. If you're learning something new, steadfastness makes you stick at it, even if you have doubts in your own mind whether you'll ever grasp it. Do whatever it takes and ask whoever you need in order to get to that finish line. Steadfast friends stick by us, even when we might seem wacky and right out there. These times are not much fun for some, and even more confusing for others. And sadly, far too many are afraid and just getting plain nasty with it. There's a very fine line with steadfastness and a fickle friendship. That friendship should never be at the expense of your soul. And if they're trying to drag you down to their level, let them go. If they allow you to pull them up to your vibration, be steadfast. Friendship is a two-way exchange. Steadfastness is like a ship in a storm. It bobs up and down and rides the waves. When once you decide that it's worth the effort and the proverbial battering, when you can accept your doubts and do it anyway, that's steadfastness. Let's see what steadfastness might look like. You might go hiking with your buddies, which may be further than you thought. Do you pace yourself at a steady rate that you can maintain, or do you just give up because it's too far? You might be learning a new healing modality or doing inner work that starts getting harder than you ever thought that it might be. Do you ask God to keep you steadfast, or you just don't make those type of commitments? Something that's pertinent to right now. You know that the lockdowns and vaccines are not right because none of this makes any sense. Do you copy your friends and blindly follow the herd? Or do you do your research, discern with your higher self, and then stick to that choice and trust it no matter what? Or do you fold, just to be like the rest of the sheep. With regards to the latter, if you stand your ground, congratulations, you are steadfast. The good news is that you're not necessarily losing your old friends, but in the throes of discovering your new tribe. At times it may feel like we are the minority, but take heart, because in actual fact, there are many spiritual warriors such as ourselves, and laughably, all of us are thinking the very same thing. Here are just a few groups who can and do make a difference, because right now, lives do depend on it. I feel sure that they'd love to hear from you. There's the Miramichi Freedom Warriors, St. John Freedom Rally, Campbellton Freedom Group, Hugs Over Masks, New Brunswick Rising Fredericton, St. John Freedom Rally, Moncton Freedom Warriors, Grand Falls Canadian Government Oversight Group, the Republic of Kanata, Protecting New Brunswick Rights, Protect Rights and Freedoms Canada, and I feel sure that each and every one of those can point you in the direction of more. If you can't join in a local demonstration, perp your horn as you drive by. Even the little things help. I shall leave all of their links in the description below. Here's an affirmation that you can use when you have a need for steadfastness. I choose to experience steadfastness. I choose to experience the courage required to remain committed, determined and steady. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. We all wish to evolve into a more worthwhile state of being, and if you're serious about doing your inner work and genuinely need help, please get in touch. These are very exciting times, and Faery Wood is here to bring hope and assist those who wish to transition to 5D. We even host a variety of workshop retreats dedicated to inner work in order to give you the experience of 5D. These are not for the faint-hearted. Whether you realise it yet or not, you are the one that you've been waiting for. You just don't realise who you are yet. As soon as you choose to see the amazing time that we're in and recognise it for what it is, there's nothing to fear. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please help support us with a like, share or a subscription. If you're ready to make a firm commitment to doing your inner work, no matter what, and would like us to assist you on your inward journey, you can find us at faerywood.ca. If you have some great ideas that you'd like us to cover for future videos, or would like to join our team as we venture forward into 5D, please drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you. See you on the next one, and remember, the sun always comes out after the rain, so make way, 'cause the light must shine.